How are you today? My name is Jordan. What's your name? Very nice to meet you. I am a dance teacher, and I am going to be teaching you dance today. We are here at Mile Zero's dance studio and on the internet. My dance class is intended for grade 2, but you can be younger or older if you would just like to move and groove. I'm ready to dance with you. Are you? Awesome. Let's get moving. So, before we get started, you will need some comfy clothes, anything that you do to do any kind of physical activity. And for your feet, you can either wear some shoes or your bare feet. If you wear socks, be careful that you don't slip. I don't want you getting hurt. Your mom might get very mad at me. Anyway, in this dance class, we are going to be learning about all of our different body parts and how we can use those to make dances. So just before we begin and warm up our bodies to get ready for dance, let's warm up our brains. Can you tell me, what is this body part? That's right, you are so smart. It's your head. What about this body part? What's this one? That's right, it's your shoulders. Good work. Next we have this body part. What's this one? This is our arms. Next we have this body part. What's this body part? Our elbows. That's right. Now we have our hands. Hands. Can you do a dance with your hands? I guess we'll have to find out. Oh, this one's very silly. What's this body part? It's your belly. That's right, your tummy. You can do dances with your tummy. Who knew? Now we have this one. What's this body part? Oh, it gets really itchy sometimes. Really itchy, itchy, itchy. Your back. That's exactly right. And then we have our, what's this body part? Our knees. That's right, shaky, shaky knees. And as you might have guessed, we also use our feet. Lastly, this one's pretty silly too. What's this body part? It's our hips or our bum. Very silly indeed. But we can use those body parts to dance too. Good job. You are all so smart. Well, now that we've reviewed all of our different body parts, let's use them to warm up our bodies to get ready for dance. Are you ready? Let's have some fun. In our warm-up that we will use in each class, we need to use our listening ears to listen to our friend in the music who's giving us instructions. You can also use your listening eyes to follow along with me. So keep your eyes on me and do what I do.
Listen to the beat and nod your head, then do what Mark D. Pencil says. Listen to the beat and nod your head, then do what Mark D. Pencil says. Listen to the beat and nod your head, then do what Mark D. Pencil says. Do what Mark D. Do what Mark D. Do what Mark D. Pencil says. Touch your
head, toes, knees, nose,
touch your
chin, elbow, ankles, ears.
Listen to the beat and nod your head, then do what Mark D. Pencil says. Listen to the beat and nod your head, then do what Mark D. Pencil says. Do what Mark D. Do what Mark D. Do what Mark D. Pencil says. Touch your
lips, hips, feet, back,
touch your
stomach, toes, ears, chin.
Listen to the beat and nod your head, then do what Mark D. Pencil says. Listen to the beat and nod your head, then do what Mark D. Pencil says. Do what Mark D. Do what Mark D. Do what Mark D. Pencil says. Come on. Touch your
head, hips, chin, back,
touch your
toes, nose, ankles, ears.
Listen to the beat and nod your head, then do what Mark D. Pencil says. Listen to the beat and nod your head, then do what Mark D. Pencil says. says. Do what Marty, do what Marty, do what Marty Pencil says.
Wiggle your fingers, wave your hands, bounce your shoulders, twist your waist, shake your legs, wave your arms, wiggle your toes, scrunch your nose.
Do what Marty, do what Marty, do what Marty Pencil says.
Come on, do what I say.
1, 2, 3, 4.
When I say clap, use your fingers. Everybody clap. Now jump. Now clap. Now jump. Clap. Jump. Clap. Jump. Jump. Clap. Jump. Clap. Jump. Jump. Clap. Jump. Clap. Clap. Jump. Jump. Clap. Jump. Let's start.
Woo! Oh, that was some good exercise. Now that we've done our warm-up in dance class, let's do our dance class checklist. Do you feel warmer in your body? A quick way that I know that I'm warmer in my body is if I put my hand on my chest. Can you do that with me? Put your hand on your chest. Can you feel your heart beating faster? Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. You can also feel your cheeks. Do they feel warmer? If you look in a mirror, you might notice that they're a little bit more red. You can also feel your breath, and you might be breathing a little bit faster. Now, my dancers, I have an even more important question for you. Do you feel warmer in your silly willies? I feel warmer in my silly willies. Do you know why? Because I practice. Every single day, I practice my silly willies. I do it when I wake up and get out of bed. I do this. Why don't we do that together? Let's warm up our silly willies. Ready? 1, 2, 3. It is very serious work to work on your silly willies. I warm them up every single day, and it takes lots and lots of practice. Good. Well, now that we feel warmer in our silly willies and in our bodies, let's do a dance that only requires one body part. You can do a dance with so many different body parts, but why don't we start with our feet? So it has a rhyme that goes with it that I'd like to teach you. So first, sit down on the ground with your feet in front of you, just like me. Now, knock your feet together, just like this. The first part goes like this. My 2 feet, my 2 feet. Can you try that with me? Ready? My 2 feet, my 2 feet. Good job. Here's the next part. My 2 feet, my 2 feet went walking down the street. Who did my feet meet when they went walking down the street? How about a baker? Our feet met a baker. So why don't we use our feet to use them like a baker would? So why don't we take out some dough with our feet and let's knead the dough. So let's use our toes. Good. Use your toes to mush up that bread. Good. And why don't we flatten it out into a cake? And let's mark it with a B. Pick it up. Put it in the oven. Now let's take it out. Ready? I'll give it a smell. That cake smells really good. Wonderful. Let's go back again. My 2 feet went stomping down the street. Who did they meet when they went stomping down the street? Who would they meet when they went stomping down the street? How about a firefighter? So let's make a firefighter. Firefighters fight fires by using their hose. Let's all make a hose with our legs. And the other side. Good job. And in the front. And oh no, we are using our hose. We got a bunch of water on our windshield. We better windshield it off. Ready? Make some windshield wipers. Use those feet. Make some windshield wipers. Good work. Okay. And let's see. What else can we do? Let's go from the beginning. And you can say it along with me. My 2 feet went tiptoeing. Tiptoe. Can you tiptoe with your feet? Tiptoeing down the street. Who did they meet when they went tiptoeing down the street? How about a soccer player? Everybody, let's stand up on our feet and let's all become soccer players. Why don't we juggle the ball back and forth? And let's do some runs on the spot. And let's pass to our friend. Goal! Score another goal. Goal! And let's do some more running. And how about, why don't we do one slide? Let's do another slide. Be sure to use those feet. And let's score one more goal from the back. Good job. Let's go back to the beginning. My 2 feet went sliding down the street. Who did they meet when they went sliding down the street? How about a police officer? Police officers need to solve crimes. Let's go and make a siren with our feet. Ready? Wee, 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 wee. Can you make that sound with me? Ready? Wee, wee. And let's throw that criminal in jail. Slam. And the other foot. Slam. Good job. Let's do it one more time. My 2 feet went jumping down the street. Who did they meet when they went jumping down the street? Now it's your turn. Who did your feet meet when they went jumping down the street? Oh, that's a good one. Can you show me what that looks like with your feet? Wow, that's really good. Good job. That's awesome. I love bringing my own personality to my dancing. Let's do it one last time. Ready? My 2 feet went walking down the street. Who did they meet when they went walking down the street? I have an idea. How about a painter? Let's pretend that our feet are like giant brushes and we're using them to paint pictures. So first of all, I would like you, imagine that your feet are like my hands. I would like you to use your feet to make brush strokes with your feet. So first, bending in the front, and then using your toes very last. And then bringing them back up. And when they come back up, bring up your toes very lastly. So one more time, let's bring down our toes last. And coming back up, bring back those toes last. Let's try that with our feet. Ready? Big paintbrushes. And up. And big strokes down. Point those toes as hard as you can. And back up. And back down. Oh, this is a lot of work. And how about really fast now? Back up. And back down. Now can we try one at a time? Let's try one going up and the other going down. And let's go the other foot going down and the other foot going back up. And again. Oh. And back up. Good job. Let's reach for our paintbrushes. Oh, I'm getting old. Yes, and we can feel that stretch if we reach for our paintbrush toes. Hold that stretch. You're doing so great. Good job. Oh. Now, let's get up onto our feet. Stand on up. And let's take them out nice and high. Whoa, that's really hard to do. Let's dip our toes, dip your paintbrush toe into your favorite color. My favorite color is red, so I'm going to imagine that I have a big pot of red paint in front of me, and I'll dip my toe into the red paint. Good job. Why don't we use one paintbrush foot, to paint the ground? Oh, that's really interesting. What kind of pictures can you make using your paintbrush foot? I can slide and move around, all with my favorite color. Good job. Now, let's take up our other foot. That's a tricky balance. And let's dip it into our other favorite color. Do you have another favorite color? Really? Mine is blue. So let's dip our toe into our other favorite color. Good job. And now let's make some pictures using our paintbrush foot. We can make all kinds of curvy shapes like a circle. And we can make straight shapes like a square. Can you make a square? What about tiny shapes? Let's make a tiny shape. What about a big shape? Let's make a big shape. Big shapes. Big shapes. And just like I'm doing, we can now take our favorite colors and move them up into the air. Let's move our colors out into the air. Whoa. And if you need to put a hand on maybe a counter or a friend, you can feel free to do so if it helps you to balance. Whoa. Good job. Now, let's take one hand and let's think of another color that we really like. I'm going to use pink in this one. And let's take a paintbrush hand and dip it way down low. Whoa. Good job. Can you do that by keeping your legs nice and straight? That way you'll get a good stretch. Oh. Keep those legs nice and straight. And why don't we dip our paintbrush into another color, pink. Now, let's use that color really high and paint our own shape. Up and around, side to side, forward and back. Good work, my friends. Now, lastly, let's take one more color. I think I'll use yellow in this one. And same thing, don't bend your knees, keep them nice and straight. That way you'll get a really good stretch. Oh, really good stretch. Oh, good job. And I'll dip our paintbrush into the yellow. Let's use that other hand and make different shapes than we did before. How about, let's make some really slow shapes. And now really fast. Fast shapes, fast shapes, fast shapes. Good job. Now, my friends, do you remember what happens when we mix colors together? If we mix red and blue, what happens? It makes purple. So why don't we make purple with our shapes? Let's make purple and use both feet to move around. Oh, you can even do normal walking. That's making some pictures. Whoa. And we can bring them together. Now I'd like you to try to use both of your arms to make different colors. What about, let's write our name. Can you write your name? Really big. And I'll make the N really, really big. Perfect. How about, let's do the same thing with our toes. Really, really small. Ready? O R D A N. Oh, you get the idea. Oh, that was really hard to do. Now let's just make any shape that you want. Into the air, on the floor, or up high. Here's an extra challenge. Can you make your top shapes really up high? What would that look like? Good job. Oh, that's a lot of work. I'm feeling extra warm in my body. My friends, there are so many different ways that you can use body parts to make your own dances. But we've just done our legs and our arms. What about some of our other body parts? Oh, what about our head? Let's make some paintings with our head. So take your head and dip it into some paint. Ready? Let's do it again. Ready? Oh, that's a lot of paint. Okay, one more time. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. You think I should do it one more time? Okay. Ready? Oh, that is lots and lots of paint. And you know what? I think I've dipped my head in white paint. So why don't we use our head now to paint a picture? I'm going to make a big smiley face. There's the eyes. Don't forget the smile. Good job. And what about an even bigger smiley face? Ready? Using our head to paint a picture. Ready? Here's the eye. One eye, two eyes, and a big smile. What about our shoulders? Let's dip our shoulders into a paint. What are some of the other colors of the rainbow? Orange. Let's use orange for my shoulders. And why don't we use our shoulders to move us through the space? What if your shoulders had a mind of their own? Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not doing this, I swear. Whoa, that's making all kinds of orange shapes into the sky. Okay, what about this one? Our knees. Let's use our knees to make some. So what about, we did orange, did we do yellow? I think let's do yellow again. So we'll stick it in here. And I'm going to use this yellow to make some walking shapes all over the ground. It's like going through a garden. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can do whatever you like when you're making your paintings. And we did our feet. What about our bums? Let's use our bums. Ready? I'm going to use green. Let's do green for our bums. Oh. It's very serious work being this silly, I have to tell you. Okay, now let's make some shapes using our bums. Oh, what about a bum spin? Wow. And let's make some medium level shapes. Whoa. H. I spells hi. Perfect. And lastly, let's do our elbows. Elbows. Dip a paint. Dip a paint. And lastly, let's finish off by making a rainbow. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for dancing with me in my class. Dancers like to say thank you by either using sign language, thank you, or by giving a bow. And this is when the audience will clap. So why don't you take a bow? Bravo! And I will take a curtsy, or I like to call a gentleman's dab. Thank you for dancing with me.